Hi, I know you're wondering what I have in store for you today, but don't worry much. I'll tell you everything. But before we continue with this video section, please, I will need you to follow these instructions. First, subscribe to the channel. Please, you have to please subscribe to this channel and do not forget to put on your notification button so that whenever I post videos, you get it. My name is Sua and you're welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about all we'll be doing here. Yes, all we'll be doing here. It is funny how times are hard. Yeah, things are really very rough. The pressure, the goods, the economy, the high cost of things, inflictions, and all that. But guess what? Our parents have been through that. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Surprise, right? They have in their time. They did. Irrespective to the fact that there was no technology, there was no, how will I put it, money, enough money in circulation, but they survived. They made it through. They won every battle that came their way. Look at you. They produced you. Yes, they did. And how did they do these things? Is it by peer group or the peer influence? No, I'll tell you. First, they were able to fight through their challenges, their orders, their obstacles through their hands, through their ears, and through their mouth. I know you've been wondering, through their hands, ears, and mouth, how? Okay, I'll break it. Hence, I'm talking about hard work. Yes, if we date ourselves back, we'll find that our parents were extremely hardworking. They didn't just want to solve things the easy way. They needed to work for everything that comes their way. Like they needed to go to the farm, they needed to do extra labor. Some were even slaves. And at the end of the day, they were able to produce strong and healthy kids like me and you. And how did they survive through their mouths and their ears? I'll tell you that also. Their mouth, they survived through their mouth because they were able to communicate with each other in words, in tribal languages. Mhm. Even their religious leaders, the traditional leaders, they played a major role in helping them fight everything that came their way. There was no there was no educational background, there was no research, there was no media. It was just them, and they went through it. And their ears, oh, they were good enough to listen to people who had more experience. So that is what we'll be doing today. We're going to be listening to people who've had experience about life here on this channel. Although it may not happen today, but that's what we're going to go through in this channel. I'm talking about people who have scars in their body, scars within them, and they are still pushing. My generation of these days, they're not even strong enough to hold on. They just want to make it big. But I guess our parents, a lot of them survived through their hands, through listening to their leaders, listening to their religious leaders, traditional leaders. You know, one thing about our tradition, it has a lot of impact on us, but we do not see, we just decide to shove it away because technology has taken over. But on this page and on this channel, I'll be taking you through the journey of talking with our ancient parents. Yes. I might just come and meet your grandma. She's gonna tell us true, you know. But before then, I want to talk about adages. Yes. These were the means they use in interacting with themselves. These were the means they use in communicating with themselves. They call it what we call motivation now, but to them it was adages. Now the question is, what are adages? Before I give you a definition of adages, I would like to break the word adage into a different piece, and which comprises of old saying, concise, brief, philosophical. It depicts truth. It is widely accepted. This is what makes up an adage. Now, from those stated words, I would create a definition for it. Now, an adage or adages are old wise saying that is concise and philosophical, which is widely accepted as a general truth. Furthermore, it can be defined as an ancient saying that is brief and generally accepted as wisdom. Some persons see adages as wisdom, some see adages as truth. Now, let's not forget that when we talk about adages, we're talking about tradition. So we can also say adages are traditional saying expressing a common observation or experience. In short, in a layman's word, we can say adages also refer as a short statement expressing a general truth. Now, there are some interesting things we need to know about adages, and I'm going to state them out. One, no one really knows who first said them. Mm-hmm. Nobody. There's no originator of a particular adage. It works with time. That is why it is ancient. Now, adages help in providing insight in our cultural value. Adages help gives wisdom. That's the general one we know. Yes. Now, thus, adages can be viewed as something learnt due to many experience in life. It is not something you teach. Mm-mm. It has to do with time. It has to do with um, long existence. It has to do with ancient doing, like ancient experience. It's just work with time and it depicts truth. It doesn't paint or bend things the way they should or the way they shouldn't. Now, some persons would be wondering, does it mean adages are proverbs? Adages are proverbs. Well, there is no great deal of difference between an adage and a proverb. A proverb can be synonymous to an adage. Now, listen, I'm going to give you the similarities or the differences between these two. A proverb gives a piece of advice. Okay, let's talk about the difference now. A proverb gives a piece of advice, just a piece. Let's not also forget that proverbs are biblical. Now, an adage states accepted or a general truth. A proverb is metaphorical, while an adage is philosophical. Now, a proverb does not have a longer history. This is the uniqueness of an adage. Like I said, it works with time. Yeah. An adage has a longer history since the world was created, since man came into existence. Let's leave it that way. Then a proverb can gain credibility through practicals. An adage gain credibility through its long existence. Therefore, we need to understand, like I asked, I gave out this question like, does it mean adages are proverbs? Now this is it. Adages are not proverbs. However, proverbs can be adages if a proverb is repeated enough over time. Do you get that? Adages are not proverbs, but proverbs can become an adage if it is repeated enough over time. So, on our channel, we're going to be riding through adages, we're going to be riding through spoken words, we're going to be going through parables, we're going to be going through aphorism, we're going to walk down to the field, we're going to go back to old. Yes, we're going back to our parents to tell us how they were able to survive the hurdles of life. And trust me, they even lived longer than this generation. Yeah, I do think. So you are going to please, if you want to have all of that in this channel, you do not want to miss any, please kindly turn on your notification button and do well to please subscribe, and don't forget to drop comment on the comment section and give me some likes. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.